And then the third executive order, which actually speaks to the heart of your question earlier about the Uber drivers, will be a order directing the Department of Transportation to include English literacy tests for our truckers. This is a big problem in the trucking community that, unless you're in that community, you might not know, but there's a lot of communication problems between truckers on the road with federal officials and local officials as well, which obviously is a public safety risk. So we're going to ensure that our truckers, who are the backbone of our economy, are all able to speak English. That's a very common sense policy in the United States of America. So the president will be signing that later this afternoon.
Well, earlier today I made a video this morning. I was kind of holding back because it was Breitbart's website, and you know, Breitbart, it's Breitbart. And then all day today, we saw things that was coming out on other media outlets, including what you just saw. Well, as of now, April 28, 2025, an executive order, okay, from the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, okay, by the authority vested in me as President, by the Constitution of the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered, and I'm not going to butcher this and read this, but this is on whitehouse.gov. Here's the policy. It is the policy of my administration to support America's truckers and safeguard our roadways by enforcing the common sense English language requirement for commercial motor vehicle drivers and removing needless regulatory burdens that undermine the working conditions of America's truck drivers. Now, what this does is goes back to the original rule that has been out there, but not enforced, that if you cannot speak and read English, you will be placed out of service. We have been working like this in Arkansas and most recently in Oklahoma. Now, today, oh my gosh, today, April 28th, just out of freaking nowhere, because of you guys and all of us. I'll tell you what, if we did not raise hell, and excuse my French, if we did not raise hell about this, I doubt this would have gotten done. All you guys on the internet, you didn't have to go stopping interstate. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to go, and protest. You didn't have to do it. All you had to do is get loud on the internet. This internet is so freaking powerful. The American Truckers United, Shannon and Harvey, I mean, those guys went out of their way. I mean, these guys own trucking, or they run trucking companies. Okay? And it's just like they're taking time out of their operations to do something about this. Going against the ATA, going against the big mega carriers. The administrator of the FMCSA shall review all non-domicile CDLs issued by state agencies to identify any unusual patterns like fraud. Okay, and it has been done. We have gotten copies of driver's license that don't have a name on it, or a 1-1, or fill out the year. Evaluate and take appropriate actions to improve the effectiveness and current protocols for verifying authenticity and validity of both domestic and international driving credentials. Now, listen, this is what I think. I don't think we should allow CDLs from other countries here. I mean, I'm just sitting there saying, within 60 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of Transportation shall identify and begin carrying out additional administrative, regulatory, and enforcement actions to improve working conditions of American truck drivers. Guys, this is just a start. You can go to the whitehouse.gov to see this and read this for yourself, okay? Because it showed the purpose on here, which is so awesome. It gives a little bit of a background of what we've been saying. But guys, we're not done. I'm sitting here telling you truck drivers out there right now, you guys are not done. As we move forward, I know for a fact that DOT officers and at scale houses or on side of the road or whatever, they're going to do like that Arkansas driver did, where I showed a video of it last week, got 100,000 views, and just let them go. Okay? We shouldn't have let them go. So what I would love to see you drivers out there do is when you go into a scale house and say they pull you in and, you got to go and, deal with a DOT officer, and you see someone in front of you, say they can't speak English or whatever. I'm telling you guys right now, pick up your phone, turn your camera on, and record it. Yes, it's awkward. It's awkward as all get out, but you are on public property and you can film this. We need to hold our DOT officers accountable for doing their job. Okay? Because it just does not stop with this. This is an executive order. But again, you get a driver, that doesn't know any English, and a DOT officer, and maybe that DOT officer just doesn't want the headache of placing a guy out of service and getting his towed truck or his truck towed and all that. It's a headache for DOT officers. Listen, it may be a headache, but we've got these guys running over people. It's a safety concern, and we need to hold our DOT officers accountable. Listen, I know that there is a lot of DOT officers that have watched my videos in the past, and they have commented and says, hey, my hands are tied. Listen, Mr. DOT man, Mr. Dot Cop, your hands are no longer tied. I know a lot of you guys out there want to do the right thing, but you can't do the right thing because Obama told you not to. Okay? He told the FMCSA and the CVSA not to do anything about it. Now, this is an executive order. It goes back to the original order that's already on paper. It allows DOT officers to do their job. But I'm here to tell you guys that the fight is not over. Not at all. But I just want to say, again, I said it earlier today in today's video. When I first woke up and came out here to the studio and did this, I want to thank everyone who's actually spoken up about it. Right now, I'm big on X. I'll say I'm big. I'm getting big on X. I'm spending more time on X. Okay. So if you're there, just search up Bonehead Truckers. My call sign KE5WDP is the handle. I can't change it, but I've been posting a lot on there, and I'm really addicted to it, to be totally honest. But there's a lot of people that has been fighting for this. A lot of people on the internet, a lot of influencers. Okay, and this is great. But listen, our job is not done by a long shot. We still need to be fighting. For the safety of our roads, okay? Fighting for our jobs. It's not just the safety. Safety is number one, but our jobs. So we got to have our jobs. And when you have people coming from overseas working for pennies on a dollar compared to us, okay, because they're taking that money, that they're making, and they're taking it and sending it back home. When you're just trying to afford your mortgage. You're trying to pay your mortgage and your electric bill here. Okay. You're trying to, have a vacation every now and then. You're trying to have a retirement. Okay. It's a normal job for us. We've got to fight. We absolutely got to fight. And the fight's not over with the autonomous vehicles either. Don't think that I haven't forgot that. And don't think that I haven't forgot that Elon Musk and the Bezos guy, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, don't think that there's a great replacement with these autonomous trucks. I mean, I've been fighting those for years. I've been fighting for this for years. But man, what a big freaking day in trucking. Big freaking day to everyone. You ought to celebrate this, but for now. But again, pull out that phone. Pull out that phone when you're in that, or have you a GoPro? If you have a GoPro, if you have an action camera of some sort, put it on you. Those police officers, those DOT guys, they have a body cam. Okay, and they're going to use whatever you say against you if, hey, something goes wrong. They have evidence of you, maybe putting, shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, you need to hold them accountable too. Okay, that's just how it is, as awkward as it may be. And hey, if you see something, either you can send a video to me or start up your own YouTube channel or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or X, and put it out there yourself. Okay, yeah, sure, I love views, I love clicks, but when we're passionate about this, I want everyone to be heard. You know what I mean? And the more of us that are out here doing this, the more we could actually get something done. And we have got something done, because you don't know why? A lot of us in this last month got really loud and vocal. And hey, it has paid off. It has absolutely paid off. I appreciate everyone who shared these videos. Again, celebrate tonight. Celebrate. Have you a Dr. Pepper? Have you a root beer? Have you, don't be drinking in your truck. Okay? Well, have you a piece of cake? All right? Go to bed tonight sitting there thinking, hey, man, we got a victory. So a big victory. A truck. Donald Trump, who sat in an ATA truck, not what? How many years ago? 5 years ago? Okay, sat there in an ATA truck and now put out an executive order that is making the ATA cringe. What a big development, because listen, I had hope, but I also know that Donald Trump has worked with the ATA before. So like I said, don't think that they ain't going to be trying to fight back. I'm talking about the ATA, American Truckers, America Trucking Associations. They're the big mega carriers. Okay, they just are. They're wanting to hold down all the small carriers, the independents, and all that. Okay, drive down the rates, drive down the wages. That way they could keep more money in their pocket. That's the reason why we don't like them here. Anyways, I appreciate you guys listening to this long video, but I believe that this is huge. It means so much in trucking. To have our president and listen to us. I firmly believe that the administration signed this executive order. Donald Trump has signed this executive order because of us here on YouTube, on X, those of you guys on Facebook, okay, you guys on TikTok. If you guys are doing it on TikTok, I don't really watch TikTok unless it's a cat video or a dog video or a fishing video. I'm just saying. You guys, we did something great here, but just remember, this is just a start. We can't hold back. We gotta, we can't go back asleep. We can't just go back and, back in our little holes. We got to keep fighting and make sure that this continues to go in the direction that we need it to go. But celebrate tonight, okay? All right. I appreciate you guys watching Bonehead Truckers.